Hi, everyone. Welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective read for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're able to take a breather. I know it's so close to Christmas right now. People are just going crazy, but hopefully it's not so bad. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for stopping by, joining me. I am truly grateful for all your love and support, especially at a time like this where everybody's busy. I do appreciate you being here. I really do. It's not lost on me at all. If you're new here, it's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Only take what applies and toss the rest, okay? Let's see where we're going to go with this reading. I'm feeling very, very good. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers just rapid coming at me, one after the other. So you might be in the same boat. That's just a bit of encouragement from Spirit to tell you you are on the right track. They are ensuring or assuring us, okay? Because in case you're wondering, they're good at doing that. So a lot of times they're also trying to message us. So try to understand, try to pay attention, okay? Sometimes the messages are so out there that they're right in your face and we don't see it. So just, I know it's a time where we're not paying attention, but try to pay attention, okay? They guide us. They're there for a reason. They don't want us to have any extra hardships, right? Where are we going to go with this, Spirit? I love you guys. Spirit, whoa. Okay, put it back. Lisa, put it back. My fault. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light, thank you. Triumph in reverse, 7. Something's not going somewhere. Somebody wanted to push. They're pushing really hard. Maybe they're pushing you or another person or a narrative and or pushing for something, and it's not going to come. Whatever they're trying to achieve, it's not working. Somebody doesn't want to take accountability, but they're still pushing. I don't know what this means. Could be a car accident, loss of a car. Somebody's really pushy. They're very demanding. A bully. I'm picking up a bully. And if they don't get their own way, oh, watch out. Oh my gosh. What a... yeah. Solar plexus chakra. Stand firm. Okay? That is willpower. That is strength of will. Intuition. 3 is divine feminine energy. It could be a pregnancy. It could be a mother figure. It could be a mature woman. Or you could be a divine feminine energy, male or female. Place it where it belongs. Stand firm. Stand strong. You are very strong-willed at this moment. And somebody's feeling kind of salty, defiant, whatever they're trying for, it's not working out for them. They can't. Maybe they're trying to stop you. I don't know. Yeah, something's happening. He's picking up speed. Okay, accelerated motion, past communication, action, and or travels. Typically good news. You made some wishes. You set some intentions. Your manifestations might be coming in now. You overcame these mountains, or these mountains that you thought were so big at one point. They weren't that big. You were able to overcome whatever this is. The material harvest is coming in quickly. Congratulations. Now, this doesn't look like a lot, you know? There's a couple of pieces of fruit there, a couple stacks of coins, maybe some water, I don't know, a bag of rice. But to you, it's a lot. You know, every little bit counts. You might think you only have so much, but when you look again, it'll grow. Something's growing. It's beautiful. You're doing something alone. You've ascended. You're doing a lot of soul searching. 9's a hermit. It could be an investigation, finding something out, investigating about some sort of material harvest coming in. Congratulations. I mean, someone was trying to block your material harvest. That's what's going on here, and it's not successful. 7 in reverse. Okay, they made allegations or accusations that weren't founded. Okay, they didn't protect or defend you. You didn't have to fight for this. Maybe there's somebody's thinking that you always get what you want. You don't have to fight for it, like for whatever it is that you want, like other people, like them. Well, you don't fight dirty, number one. And if it's not meant for you, you move on. You go towards where what's meant for you. You don't try to take from other people. That's what I'm picking up. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed, defeated. Yeah, the truth is coming out. They can't block the truth from coming out. Shadow in reverse, so that means light's being shed on something. No confusion. They can't hide something. They can't hide you. They can't hide something from you any longer. Something about firm foundation. You're very, very stable right now. This might be a marriage, a home, a family, a business, some sort of stability. Rock solid, I just heard. Firm foundation. You're not afraid. You're firmly planted where you are. You're not afraid. Even if it looks like mountains in front of you, you're not afraid. Wow. Yeah, new beginnings for you. Congratulations. You took a leap of faith. Strong-willed. You're not taking much with you. Doors are closing behind you that were not meant to be left open. Let's put it this way. People, situations, places. You're now moving forward. Somebody feels like a fool, or they thought you were a fool, but you're not. You left somebody behind. It could be a family, it could be a marriage, it could be anything. Or they wanted you to leave some sort of property behind for somebody else, or somebody left you property, or some form of stability. You're coming into something new, though. It's exciting, it's new. It's going to allow you to just breathe and relax for a while. Somebody's trying to stop your destiny. Somebody's getting some karma. They're trying to stall something from happening, but people are seeing through the illusions and breaking free, or you did. Okay, love begins. It's the self-love, new love, true love. Somebody's in their emotions. It is what it is, because truth is coming out. Somebody could have been using magic against you or just talking shit about you. Somebody's in their emotions for sure. Unwise counsel. You had a lot of hope, a lot of faith. You're in your north node. Highly intuitive, male or female. Trying to cause, maybe they said you were mentally conflicted. You're not all there. I don't know what this is. Somebody's praying. Somebody's praying. There's been no communication. Somebody's got to communicate something to you about material and spiritual prosperity. I just heard, look at my works. Are you kidding me, Spirit? Somebody out there was busy finagling, defrauding, lying, hiding, stealing. And it took a lot of work and a lot of effort, a lot of money and time. And they feel like whatever this is, they deserve it because of all the time they placed into it. Stealing it. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we kind of got a good bird's eye view as to who you're dealing with. 7, triumph in reverse. They're not going to break the news. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective. They're trying to stop this from getting to you. Kind of looks like a disaster area right here. Yeah, crossing paths. You're going to be crossing paths with somebody, or you will. A destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone. Now, your destined path could have something to do with another. It could be your higher level soulmate, a twin, if you believe in that. If not, it's a higher level soulmate. And somebody doesn't want you to cross paths with this person, because then the true you, your true work, your true inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, comes in. Your true purpose. Then people see you who you truly are. They're trying to stop this. Yeah, you're a safe space for somebody, or maybe they're trying to finagle, a false meeting or something like that. Because you are a safe space, a place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. It's funny because before every read I do, and in my prayers, when I'm speaking to Father and when I'm speaking to my spirit team, I always ask that everybody can see that I am a safe space. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm only trying to help. There's been some temporary distance between you and another, whether it's physical or emotional or both. The distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later. Somebody's giving the other the cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves, hiding dissatisfaction. There was some sort of jealousy issues at play. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. And somebody was caught playing both sides. Someone's trying to appease everyone. That could be you. That could be somebody else. But I'm not picking up it's you. It's somebody else that you're dealing with. And they're feeling ashamed that they were playing both sides. Playing against you. I don't know why. Maybe they're in trouble. It's going to cost them. It could be anything. Maybe shame. Maybe a conscience has arisen. I don't know. Triumph in 7 reverse. Breaking news. Might be on the news. Who knows? Maybe you're going to see something on the news. You're a divine feminine energy. I told you. Yin feminine energy. So somebody's trying to hide the fact that you are divine feminine energy, male or female. You're a creator. You're loving. This is unconditional love. Once you're loved by a divine being, you remember that. But you don't chase after people. You don't chase after money. You don't chase after anything. You attract, right? What's rightfully meant for you. Not other people's things, but what's rightfully meant for you. Somebody in the equation didn't want anybody to know that you're a divine feminine energy or that you reached that plateau. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to work your way up. You've healed, you worked on yourself, you did that inner childhood wounding, you balanced between your dark, light, masculine, feminine energies, you paid off all your karma, including generational or past life, depending on who you are. And you're now balanced. Somebody doesn't want anybody to know that because maybe they were taking advantage of you. Maybe they were trying to be you. There's a lot of different scenarios here. You're healed, releasing, purifying, cleansing. And that's so funny. On my way home today, there's a lot of synchronicities. One was on the side of a roofing truck. It said, what is it? Master Elite #1. And then right after that, I saw there was a missing dog poster on the pole. I look up and it said Champ in bold letters. That's the dog's name. And then there was everywhere I looked was 7s, 2s, and 5s. There was a car, a very posh car, driving past me, and it said 00 and 7 written out in letters, but the E's were 3s. So 007. I saw that. Right afterwards, there was a taxi cab, and the taxi number is 777 7777 77s. And I've been seeing 55s and 222s and 2222s. So if this resonates with you, this could be for you. But everywhere I looked, there was like signs everywhere, like healed. Oh yeah, the bus goes by. I'm on the main street, and it's the route that it's on is the King Street route. And on the back of the bus, big bold letters, King was written there. It was just one thing after another. I can't remember the other stuff. It was just coming at me from every direction. So you've overcome something. You reached the plateau. Let's say you've graduated against all odds. I heard your ancestors, your spirit team they're celebrating you. Influences here. Attachments, third parties, and peers. Place that where it belongs. Someone was trying to influence people against you, and or you're a good influence. Somebody was trying to attach something to you. False narratives and or attachments, like sending things towards you. Yeah, somebody's fantasy, they thought that they could be you. Daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. You go ahead and do the work, and I'll just take the credit for it. I don't think so. It doesn't work that way at all. Somebody's feeling very bitter. Resentful, anger, hurtful words. People's perspectives are changing now. People are seeing that, you know what, they tried to make you sound like something you're not. There's probably some sort of crusade against you. People did some nasty things towards you or said things towards you that were uncalled for, and they're now getting some karma. Small or large, doesn't matter. Anybody that comes after somebody that's trying, they're here for a reason, a very good reason. They're a divine being. They don't go around showing off and wanting attention. They do what they're supposed to do. They're very mild-mannered, but don't step on their toes. And people come after them, so they're going to have to get hit with a bit of karma for that. And it's not coming from a malicious or vindictive place. It's everybody has a place in the world, in the hierarchy of things. Not everybody can be a divine being, and let's just face it. You are beautiful who you are. God made us all individual for a reason. We all are the image of God, but for a reason he made us individual. We all bring something unique to the world, and we're meant to. And if you're suppressing that because you're too busy wanting to be someone else, well, that's kind of spitting in God's face, as well as denying yourself true happiness, purpose, meaningfulness in your life. Something to do with a commitment. People's perspectives are changing. Better off, happiness, clear headspace. Marriage promises fidelity. Is a commitment. Realizations here. Epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Somebody's light bulb just went off. It's funny, I just changed my light bulb right before this read. That's so funny. I love you. I love you. I love how Spirit works. I love how He works, our Father. Earlier today, I was kind of, I don't know if I was privy to hear some of this or not. I don't know. I heard it though. Oh, Lucy getting a talking to. Told to sit down. Overstepping the boundaries yet again. 7 triumph in reverse. Breaking news, divine feminine. Oh, I didn't know they were divine feminine or divine masculine. Oh, how dare they be a divine being at all? When we're stuck here in Karmicville. Well, you want to get out of Karmicville, you know what to do. Not what you're doing now. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Masked. So somebody wanted to pretend, they were pretending they're divine feminine wearing a mask. Hiding, concealing, deception. That's not a divine feminine. Yeah, somebody was laughing here. Happiness, joy, healing. Or now you're going to be laughing, you know? He who laughs first, laughs last. They thought it was so funny. You do all the work. You do all the learning and take all the crap that comes along with this hard journey, and I'm just going to take the credit. Your credit. Thank you. No, I don't think so. Go sit down and fucking heal. You're a fraud. Okay? Just like Lucy. Okay? Wanting to be God. Just like Lucy. Get your own fucking dirt. Lust. Greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate, and toxic is all. Get-go. Drama, arguments, incompatible. It's all hopeless now. Loss, depression, self-delete. Antisocial. In your feelings. Silent treatment. Left out. That's what they want for you. Someone's exhausted, though. Burnt out, burdened, and empty. It could be your family or somebody you have a family with. Blood ties, inner circle. All karmics. Third parties, haters, lessons learned. They're two-faced. Double life, cheater, backstabber, and Archangel Michael is protecting the divine feminine energy as well as the divine masculine energy. Male or female, place yourselves where you belong. And I keep saying this, he watches over the divines. So if you're a divine being, and there's not many out there, be sure you are a divine being before you start saying you are one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because a lot comes along with that, especially if you're out there showing off and saying you're a divine being. Because if you were, you wouldn't be out there doing that. Okay? You're here to do something. You're not here for attention. The more attention you attract, the more crap you attract. Do you understand what I'm saying? Protection. Prevented from harm, divine intervention. So you're protected. You shall always be protected. They're finding that out. If they're a divine being, they're not protected. It's kind of obvious, right? It's obvious. Oh, no. They're attacking me. No. Okay. Put it this way. Who was it? I saw somebody pretending they're a chosen one, they're a divine being. But all this bad stuff is happening in their world. I mean, really bad. And I'm not laughing at this, okay, because it's sad. It shouldn't be this way. And they're saying that they are in contact, they have a direct connection with Source. Put it this way, if you had a direct connection with Source, none of this would be happening. Some, yeah, because you have to learn some lessons. But he would be guiding you through, not, not the worst of the worst happening, not getting arrested, not being homeless. He would give you a place to stay. Obviously, this person, whomever they are, whatever roles they play in the other side, they're not learning their lessons. They're stuck on this twin flame journey. They got to get their head out of their ass. They have addictions. They're lying. It's histrionics. Everything's going wrong in the world. It's everybody's fault but their own. They don't take accountability. I've brought on a lot of the hardships in my life. I take accountability for it. It doesn't matter. It takes two. A lot of people came after me for no reason, but it takes two. I allowed them in my life. I shared too much of my life with them. I gave in to them. I forgave them too easily. I didn't put boundaries up. Do you understand? I have to take accountability, and I have. Now I have. Oh, spanky. Damn spanky I have. I used to be so afraid of hurting people's feelings because I knew what it was like to be disappointed, to be hurt, to be misunderstood, maligned. And I didn't want anybody feeling like that, but not that I do that to people, but now it's like, no is a no. It's a complete sentence. And if they don't want to understand that, that's not my problem. I cannot feel bad any longer. Okay? Not if I'm going to move forward in life. Triumph 7. Breaking news. Divine Feminine. Master. They're not a divine being. They don't take accountability. Somebody's out of control. They don't want you moving forward. Well, that's too bad. This popped out. The Emperor. Divine Masculine coming in. Or this is you. You're Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. You've achieved something that's very, very hard to do. Congratulations. Moving forward. Divinely protected. Okay, they said to put it out. This could be you or somebody else coming towards you. Somebody at a distance, okay? There's a period of transition, possibly, or somebody did transition. Somebody could be on the run. Eight of Cups, they want to come towards you. Somebody wants to come back, or they're cutting their losses, or somebody's very emotionally invested here into, yeah, they're parting ways with a third-party cult, coven, secret society. There's a lot of egregious gossip. Somebody's not happy. There's no reconciling here. Yep, something's happening quickly. Fast communication, action, and travel. It's 8 of Wands. People are talking. Definitely, yeah. Somebody scapegoated you. They're not happy here. It could be a family, a group, or a community going down. 10-10. Wow. Stealing your inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, or both. This is family discord. Loss of money. You're going to lose everything. They don't know what to do. They're indecisive. You're at peace. You're at peace. You're ignoring them. You blocked them. Somebody's heart chakra is closed. They're trying to block communication because the Page of Wands was beneath that. Is this still funny? I don't think it's funny. Even though whatever you wished upon this person or these people has come back on you, I don't think it's funny. I could sit here and gloat and laugh at you and point. That's what you guys do, right? It's not funny, is it? Somebody's indecisive, mentally conflicted. They're in denial, or they're going to be denied. Yeah. You're innocent. They know that. People now know that. Because them coming after your spiritual inheritance or a 3D inheritance or both, they're being denied. Blocked. Blocked. It could be a child as well involved. Your child or somebody else's. You're innocent. This is new beginnings starting. Yeah, they didn't invest in you. This is a poor investment. They mismanaged this money. They ran out of money. End of the road. They can't go any further. They have to relocate. Now they're sorry. Now they're sorry? Okay. They didn't want anybody investing in you. You avoided towers, or they did, or they're trying to avoid a tower. They try to ruin you. Yep, left you out in the cold, right? 5 of Pentacles. On the outside looking in, but now this is them. They could have left you in poverty, but now it's them. This is poverty, lack and loss. Could be homeless, out in the cold right now. Whatever protections they had, it's over. See, these pentacles are broken and not much protection here, okay? They thought money was going to protect them. They got their hands smacked. Their eye got blinded if they had the gift of sight or vision. Wow. They got their eye poked out. Maybe they're trying to astral travel and scry and spy. I always ask my spirit team to poke their eyes out, block their ears, and wipe their memories. If they should come into my energy. My spirit team's really on it. 5-5, by the way. This is profound change, embarrassing and disgraceful. Somebody's holding a grudge against you. This is a King of Wands, male or female. It could be a poser, a poser or a player. If it's a male, it could be a warlock. They bit off more than they can chew. Somebody had no authority to do something to you or to take something from you. You hurt their ego or their pride, and they try to destroy you. Somebody it's a coward. It's all about ego, about their image, making plans here. They're watching you from afar, probably having a hissy fit. Went to the crossroads, doing magic, illusions, deception, manipulation. They don't have all the resources they need. They're two-faced and very, very corrupt. They're scattered. They're out of control. Loss of power, no control. Something to do with contracts or something written down here. Somebody took advantage of a situation, of you, a loophole in a contract. Whatever this is, it's going down. This is not good. You can't manifest. They're watching you. You're still moving forward. You're not waiting. Yeah, this is parting ways. You don't see eye to eye. Either you parted ways with this person or other people parting ways. There's lack of trust. Don't see eye to eye. There's a lot of manipulation. They can't manipulate you or manifest you back into a relationship or partnership with them. They're worried. They're really worried. Because you're not worried. See, the problem with them is they wanted you to hurt or be without, but you're not worried. And that's worrying them. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. Okay? They're trying to rationalize and make excuses for what they've done here. Yeah, they got tempted, or they're easily tempted. They had multiple options, or this is illusions, lots of illusions, bribery or blackmail or some sort of cover-up. Could be a recent birth in the family. Congratulations. Everybody's paying attention to that. I mean, the ultimate birth is tomorrow night, right? A nativity scene or something like that. Oh, I've never noticed this. I don't really use these cards that much. See that? Strong man right here. Somebody thinks they're all that in a bag of chips. They're just small. Just small. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so bold and strong. Somebody's losing strength. Somebody's not as big as they think they are. It's all illusions. Hopeful, wishful thinking. They can't cover this up, I just heard. Yeah, King of Cups. So there's a couple of people, male or females, place the genders where it belongs. Somebody's drinking a lot. I mean, this is the time of year. Or they're under some sort of influence. Somebody's malicious and ruthless and careless and cruel. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature. They could be not in control of their feelings right now, their emotions. They may want to open up towards you. This could be a bad father figure, baby daddy. It doesn't have to be, could be a female in his energy, just in their masculine energy. This was a scam artist. This is a love bomber. Could be having casual hookups all over the, maybe somebody has more than one kid all over the place. I don't know. But they were definitely doing magic. This is some sort of scam, false face, very insincere. One-sided, their way or the highway, lovers in reverse. False contracts, very karmic, don't want to learn lessons. They're going to be forced to. Breaking promises with that rainbow in reverse. There's no emotions here. Okay, yeah, 4. You've healed yourself. Somebody's contemplating, praying, strategizing. I just heard set adrift. Somebody's feeling like they're just set adrift here. Could be 4 men involved. There's 4 men here. Doesn't have to be. Could be any sex. Watching somebody just implode. Justice is here. That's why you're at peace. You sleep nicely at night. You're at peace. You've put everything. So somebody's getting ready to lay something to rest with you and bring some justice towards you. Maybe they didn't realize you've got some strong enforcements behind you. Look at that wolf. It's a giant wolf. Justice is a reckoning. It is karma. It's balancing the scales. It's universally driven. Somebody wants to heal with you and bring justice towards you, or they're healing. 7 of Wands. They want you to unblock them or something like that. Somebody made allegations or accusations that were unfounded. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated here. This was a crime. This was a lot of abuse. They didn't protect you, your honor, or your interests. You're not fighting them. It's not your fight to fight, okay? They endangered other people and they were reckless. Others in this situation who knew what was going on didn't take... We're all obligated to protect others. If you know something is wrong, other people's lives, or it's in danger, or their livelihoods, or their homes, or their families, something's wrong, we have an obligation, morally as well as criminally, to do something about it, to report it. Some people knew about it and they looked the other way. They were a glutton. Somebody was very satisfied in all this bullcrap abuse of you. Because they wanted 9-9. It's coming to an end. Because they wanted a life of luxury off your back. They were quite pleased in trying to make you unstable, whether financially or mentally, emotionally, physically, or all the above. Yep, somebody is unstable here. They're unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish and codependent and clingy. They committed some sort of financial crime. Numbers are not adding up, I hear. Somebody partied away. They partied. They were treating everybody and then some, but they were living off something that belonged to you. Energy, money, clout, credit. Somebody, male or female, had hidden addictions, or they wanted to make you look like you're unstable. Said you had addictions. You're mean. You're not nice. You don't care about anybody. You're manipulative. But this is somebody else. They're very manipulative. They don't care who they hurt. Their emotions are all over the place. Male or female. They're not nice, kind, nurturing, or sweet. They're not very intelligent or emotionally intelligent. Maybe lost their intuition, or they had none, or there's just no awareness, no self-awareness. No unconditional love. It's all conditional, right? Somebody played around too much, right? This is somebody that doesn't think before they act. They're very flighty, in and out. They did something too quickly, hastily, and they lost their job, or they're trying to make you lose your job, or whatever they did didn't work. Could be a player energy. They can't work you, and somebody's getting mad. Yeah, they got exposed. Public humiliation, I just heard. This is illumination. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. You're moving forward. This is trust. This is truth. This is healing. This is source, the sun. Balance, I just heard. Wow. You're the star of the sun and the stars. You're balanced. You're a healer. You're an inspiration, or you feel inspired. You're a giant amongst men or women. You're able to fight these leviathans, these monsters, maybe with your words, with your calmness, with your spirit team backing you. This is divine intervention. You're in your north node. This is a great deal of faith and spiritual protection. Your speaker of some kind, male or female, doesn't matter. You could be professional. It could be you or someone else. This could be professional of some sort. The truth is known. You spoke your truth. Somebody else is speaking their truth. If this isn't you, male or female. You're very astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and intuitive. And you don't suffer fools gladly. Your words are cutting, yes, but it's the truth. That's why it's cutting. Nowadays I notice that a lot of people don't speak truth. Ooh, don't talk the truth. It triggers me. It hurts my feelings. Sometimes you got to tell people the truth, right? I'd rather be told the truth, and it sting a little bit, than be told a lie and live a lie. You spoke your truth. You set some boundaries. You cut some people out. You're not fun. You have a higher perspective with the bird up there above her head. Okay? You don't suffer fools gladly. Somebody stole money. Missed opportunities. Stealing spiritual gifts. You're speaking the truth to somebody else's. Okay? Congratulations. Somebody's in debt. Somebody's owing. This is not their blessing. It is yours. They can't make a payment. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. False contract, breach of contract. So this could be somebody else reading them the riot act. They don't want you to know. It could be fraud of some sort. There's a payment due or something like that. Everything's going to be revealed here. Damn. Any other party situation or collaboration. Somebody's lazy. They don't want to put the work in, and they're very, very disrespectful. They cannot build off of you, your credit, your creations, your energy, your words. Somebody's very non-committal, but they're also not cooperative at all. They never helped you, especially when you were hurting for money. They never helped you. They're busy judging you, though. Oh yeah, we're not going to help you. We're not here to help you. So if somebody's pretending they're a divine being, trying to take your life path. This might be somebody you know. Maybe I'm really picking up at somebody you do know. They were never helpful to you. A divine being will help those they love, and not expect anything in return. Do you understand? But once they get to that status, they won't put themselves out, though. Okay, so that means that you have a 1-bedroom apartment and you have a family of 10 that are homeless. You can't allow them to come and stay with you. Do you understand? You could help them find a new place to stay, but there's no room. You can't put yourself out. You can't pay for them when nobody's working. They don't want to work. They just want to sit around and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So they misjudged you. This is lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. Somebody's in debt. They don't want to take accountability for this money that's gone and or money that was taken from you. Yeah, this is a fraud that's been committed. Judgment's going to go against them, or has. And no second chances. Karma. Yeah, look at this. Devil energy. Somebody has addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, okay? Something to do with a contract and taxes. They can't pay their taxes. They stole something from you, and they can't pay the taxes on it. Oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Well, they're trying to stall something. They are stuck, feeling trapped. They try to sacrifice you to the devil. Isn't that nice? Ain't gonna happen. Archangel Michael's protecting you, what I tell you. Oh, boy. It could be law and order as well. It could be you or somebody else, male or female. Remember that. Again, you speak the truth. Oh, this is somebody else. Very protective. This is somebody with authority, speaks with authority, acts with authority. Very learned. Very cold and clinical maybe, but they're not fucking around, whoever this is. Trying to stall somebody. Yeah, you gave out false misleading information. Somebody lost a child or children. This is your family. You're not going back to the past, or you're not. Maybe you had, like I explained, was it today or yesterday, about credit cards? I got myself in credit card debt before. Maybe they were expecting you. They wanted you to go fall back into another toxic cycle. Nah, ain't gonna happen. You have no good memories with these people. They didn't want you having your flowers. There was a lot of trauma going on here. They don't want to heal their inner childhood wounds, or they didn't want you to heal. You're not going back to the past. If it's a relationship, it was non-reciprocal. If it's any kind of other relationship, family, love, friend, or business, it was, sorry, if it was love, it was, can we speak? Whatever this was non-reciprocal. I'm looking for the other word. I can't even think of it now. I drew a blank. Sorry. But you're not going back to the past. You don't have any good memories with them. Yeah, you let them go. They didn't care about you. 8 of Swords. They can't restrict you. You had to let them go. I think you had to surrender it to God. You're not worried about it. You're free of worry. You are free. They tried to, High Priestess in the reverse beneath the deck, they tried to attach something to you, some sort of entity. It didn't work. They can't restrict you. They can't hold you back. They can't imprison you. They can't sacrifice you. Somebody wants to be free of it, but it looks like it's going to be them. Yep, Hierophant. They can't restrict you on a platform. You're freed. The Divine's freeing you. They want to be free of this, dealing with this institution. It could be spiritually high-ranking, marriage or commitment. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Destiny. Fated. You were dealing with gold diggers and cloud chasers. They were stalling something for so long. Now that wheel is moving in your favor. Wheel of Fortune. See that? This is fated. They were trying to attach themselves to your Wheel of Fortune. Ain't gonna happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're very fortunate, and keep it quiet with that sword pointing down. They were trying to keep it quiet. Attach themselves to your future, your Wheel of Fortune, your destiny. I don't think so. There are gold diggers and cloud chasers. They're going to have to answer for what they've done. You're very fortunate. This is divine timing stepping in. Bringing change, yeah. It's a betrayal. It's a harsh and painful end for whomever was doing this. Looks like scorched earth. This is a tree. Family. Somebody you have a family with, or this is family that did this to you. They can't grow anything off this tree any longer. Wow. Eight of Pentacles. You're stable and secure. You know your value and your worth, male or female. Okay? You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're working on yourself. Busy working on your health, on your pentacles. You're hardworking, abundant, and very, very independent. You make life look easy, even though it's not. You suffered, but you're not out there bitching and moaning and whining about it. If something's not working well in your life, you do something about it. You don't sit there. The mountains are behind her throne or his throne for a reason. You overcame. Now, guess what? The fruits of your labor, they're ripened here. It's time to harvest. You drop the shield where maybe you were for a long time busy protecting yourself. You're safe. You now know you're safe. Victory, success, reward, recognition. There's wide divides in whatever this family or this group. Somebody was showing off. This could be somebody else as well showing off, but I don't know. At the same time, yeah, you're very responsible. This is your rite of passage, your birthright. You're dependable. You're responsible. You're mature. You're not lazy like these people. You don't shrug off responsibility. You don't pass the buck. They were trying to slow you down. Somebody was bragging about slowing you down, slowing down some sort of payments. Six of Pentacles, because they were making money off of you somehow. And paying other people. They're getting paid from you. Or somebody's paying somebody to do something to you, or they're getting paid to do something to you. They got to balance something out with you. A lot of people are putting up shields here. They're trying to protect themselves. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. People are mad now the truth is out. They're coming after the one that got them involved in this. Yeah, they got a lot of burdens on their back. You turned out to be quite balanced and very mature and very responsible. Not what they described, right? Now they got burdens. They had a problem where it came to you, okay? They had a point to prove. They had a chip on their shoulder. Always had your name in their mouth, possibly. They had to prove a point that they could be better than you. Good for you. Now they're buckling beneath the weight of these burdens. You can handle the burdens. Yeah, there you go. They kept repeating a bad pattern of behavior. Didn't want to stop or learn a lesson. Unfinished business. The world is kicking them in the ass now for what they've done. It's a humongous clap back, blow back for what they've done. The world is upside down. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. Poor decisions, one-sided contracts, whether it's in the ethers or in the 3D or both. Their way or the highway, they were playing behind your back, okay? It was all one-sided, stacked against you. Didn't use their higher wisdom or discernment. Now they're getting the consequences, and they don't like it. They made some poor decisions here. They don't want to learn their lessons, but they're going to be forced to. They're a fool. Try to play you for a fool? You're innocent. Completely innocent. Okay? These people were... It's a boar. It's a pig. These people were gluttons, okay? You took a leap of faith. You're moving on without them. You don't take much with you. You're looking towards your future. There you go. Somebody lied about you. This is news people don't want to hear. They lied about you. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. It's because they were jealous of you and very abusive. They did abuse you and others, okay? They're stalking you. They're harassing you. Whatever this is. They got paid to do it. Somebody got fooled into doing it. Spreading lies. It's a self-sabotage. Yeah. Talking mad shit. Emotionally, mentally, verbally, and psychologically abusing you. But you're no longer heartbroken over this. You healed your heart. It's a blessing in disguise. They're trying to stop you. That's why they were doing what they were doing. Trying to stop you from moving forward. Overcoming. They were stacking all these, so much against you. They didn't think you'd be able to overcome. And you did. Only with God, though. Right? Can you do that? So you're proving the fact that God is here. He is real. He's working through you. Using you as a catalyst. As a vessel. Congratulations. Yeah. Nine of Wands. You overcame. Persevered. Put up some boundaries. They're paranoid now. They're very, very defensive. Somebody has an STD. They claimed you had an STD. They don't want you taking any action. They're trying to block you so you don't grow and expand where you're supposed to. So you don't take any action, so you don't have any beginning. They're trying to block the Empress. Wow. Divine feminine energy. You're busy creating and nurturing others and loving others. Right? You're not talking anymore. That sword is down. That sword and shield. You're not talking anymore. There's no more point in talking. Somebody was spinning yarns. Your treasure's right here. You know it. They can't take your treasure. What's rightfully yours, they can't. They thought they could. No. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. It's new beginnings. You took a practical approach. Gathering some information. You learned your lessons. You could be with a child or somebody else is with child. This is good financial news. You made some good financial moves. You could be doing divination as well. Yeah, you're not investing. You're not in. They were trying to blackmail. Okay, so somebody got blackmailed. They were trying to gaslight you, play mind games with you, right? Poke the bear, try to get you out of character. You know, power plays and stuff like that. And you took the high road. You didn't engage. Why should you? Yes, you knew what was going to happen in the end. You don't need to fight. Not your fight, right? Vengeance is his. Now these people are fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another. They cannot handle this conflict. They don't want smoke with God. Now they know what's going on. They couldn't do this witch hunt. You know, they couldn't. They didn't succeed in a witch hunt. Maybe they called you a witch and you're not, in a bad sense. Maybe they are. I can guarantee some of them are. Witches and warlocks in the bad sense. Okay. They can't hold you. They can't tie you up. You're able to let it go. It is what it is. They don't want this conflict. You're not going to be an option. They lied. There's a lot of lies, no communication, no truth or harmony, no truth or clarity, I should say. Harmonies. So there's no, somebody who's a gold digger and a cloud chaser, King of Pentacles. No, get rich quick schemes, right? It's money motivated, very materialistic, greedy, selfish, lazy, and jealous. It's a bully, right? Get rich quick schemes. This is somebody that is very corrupt and they have an image to uphold. It's all been lies. It's all been lies. Nothing true comes out of their mouth. There's a lot of lies again. There you go. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, and manipulation. They're scared there's an investigation, or they're on their own. You're highly intuitive. Hermit. Somebody's going within, doing some soul searching. Yeah, you're stable and secure. They were holding something back. Greedy and selfish, right? They wanted power and control over you. They're getting ready to burn something, or something's going up in flames for them. Somebody is greedy. Let's put it that way. They're holding on for dear life. They don't want to let go of something that does not belong to them. They were holding back from you. They don't want anybody to know this. This investigation is going to expose this. Expose that you are stable and secure, and that they were holding back from you. There you go. They're scared. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They can't manipulate you. They can't not manipulate, but they can't intimidate you. Sorry. Somebody's feeling weak, disempowered. They tried to disempower you. They wanted power and control over you by trying to disempower you. Oh boy, it's all going up in flames. Yeah, 3 of Wands. They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They didn't want you having more than them, passing them, bypassing them. They don't have a future with you, whatever this is, okay? They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. If it's a past life, a past partner, they were non-committal, but they didn't want to be alone. They just wanted you sitting on a fucking shelf for whenever they were done doing what they were doing. Their plans are falling apart, and they are not prepared for this. Communication. New beginnings. You took a different route. People are seeing you in a different light, the true light. Somebody's assessed the situation. This is good news coming towards you. They don't want to let go of some communication that needs to come towards you. Yeah. Somebody's going through a dark night of the soul. You were able to put your past hurts behind you. You're going to come across or find some communication, or somebody's going to bring you some communication from somebody that you know. 5 of Cups in reverse, by the way. That said you were mentally and emotionally unstable, or these were orders from somebody up in their group or family to make you look unstable. Somebody wants to put the past hurts behind. This is death. Somebody's going through an ending here. And they're keeping it secret. Somebody unalived is unalived and they're keeping it secret. The High Priestess, or they wanted that you're a High Priestess, divine feminine energy, and they want you gone. Yep, you know your value and your worth. You are the Phoenix rising. Okay, because something's coming to an end. You overcame. You're ending a cycle to begin a new one. Somebody took advantage of you, of others, of a situation or a loophole. They were ungrateful and very disrespectful. And they think they still have an opportunity with you. Only if you were gone would they have an opportunity. I don't know. You're standing in your power. You know your value and your worth, male or female. You're unafraid. You're a leader. You're a creator. You're a go-getter. You're very confident and bold and attracting and attractive, male or female. If anybody's going to tell you about yourself, you're going to tell them about themselves. They try to burn you. She's right in the middle of these flames and nothing's burning. There you go. You have some sort of power or authority here. Yeah, they took your love and dumped it out. Somebody was trying to drain you. They didn't want you having love, happiness, new beginnings. You know that you took your love away. This could be a family or a partner that had no love for you. Okay, they took your love and dumped it out. Showed you no love, no compassion, no mercy. Could have stolen a home, had you out in the cold. So maybe you were facing some sort of homeless or instability at one point, and they just laughed at you. They weren't there to help you. Now they're facing instability, and they're expected to come towards you. They're expecting you to do something for them, yeah. Now they want to reconcile, to balance out their lives, because you're healthy, right? You're balanced. You're very patient and loving and kind and giving. You transmute and alchemize. Maybe they want to come back into your energy, add it out. But you're divinely protected. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Somebody got caught. They have to come clean. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. You're moving forward, overcoming. You did overcome. You're leaving them behind. This is universally driven. This is victory, okay? Could be authorities coming through. Oop, wait. Truth is coming out. You were doing magic. You're shit-talking. Unwise counsel. Lack of awareness. Don't want to take accountability. Underhanded and sly. Maybe very promiscuous as well. They want to come towards you because they're hurting for money. Something's unfair, unbalanced. They can't play games with you anymore. They know that you know they were doing magic on you. This is where they spent all their money, I think. That's why they're losing all their money. Okay? These people were wearing masks, whoever these people are. They claimed that you were this, that, and the other thing, and they were lying. So triumph in reverse. It's done. It's not going to go anywhere. You're too strong, strong-willed, divine feminine, energy, male or female. Okay? Crossing paths, place it where it belongs. A destined encounter is about to happen between you and someone. Breaking news. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective or somebody else's, or something's going to be on the news. You remember I was watching something last night or the night before, and it was an incident on a highway. It was a road rage incident. It was very dangerous. Okay, there was a lot of charges here at the end of by the end of the video. There was a lot of charges, and I thought, geez, that kind of looks like here, you know, familiar place, and that kind of looks like somebody's car I know. And I was wondering, they didn't show the person inside the car. I'm going, is that so and so? I wonder. So something like that might happen. You're going to see something on the news or see something, and somebody's going to get caught up, and you're going to watch it. Maybe in real life, maybe delayed, but you're going to catch it. Or somebody else's. Yeah, your divine feminine energy. Somebody was trying to be you. Oh, it's going to be a shock that you are the divine feminine energy, male or female. You're a healer. You've healed from everything they tried to do. You took this time to heal, even if they were throwing magic your way or trying to harm you, take from you, block you. You still managed to heal, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Congratulations. Now it's time to laugh for you. Okay, they were laughing at you. That they'll never get over this. We got this. We got this. But no, you're happy, joyful. You've healed. You're healing. You love healing other people or helping them heal. They were full of wearing masks, laughing at you. Now, who's laughing now? Right? Hiding, concealing, and deception. They're trying to hide this deception. They're trying to hide and conceal what they've done. The false face they were carrying. They were laughing at you behind a false face. Maybe false profiles or something like that. But at the end of the day, you know who the fuck they are. You know who the fuck you are. Is it still funny? Still funny. Do you want us to laugh at you now? I bet you don't. Because this is somebody that needs outside validation. It's an image, right? Oh, don't laugh at me. Don't talk about me. I have to be great. They wouldn't want people laughing at them. Yep. 29, this is justice. That's 211, justice and tarot. Somebody was so nosy. Wanting to know what's up your skirt, down your pants. Pinocchio. Liar, liar. Maybe somebody said they slept with you and they didn't. Maybe they said you were sleeping with everybody and you don't. You're very celibate or chaste. 13, this is change. It's an unalive or this is change. Right? It's overcoming. You're ending a cycle to begin a new one. Congratulations. You are the Phoenix rising. Again, there's an investigation. Somebody effed around, found out. 9 Hermit. Destined. This is fated. This is a Wheel of Fortune. Gold diggers and cloud chasers. Somebody's an eye. If they were a seer, they lost their the gift of sight. Okay. Somebody spent some money on some false boobs. Wow, that was a waste of money, wasn't it? Right? Who are you going to show off to in jail? They're going to come in handy, aren't they, in jail? Curiosity. It kills a cat. Healthy curiosity is a good thing. It's what drives exploration and invention. The desire to expand your sphere of knowledge keeps you enthusiastic and engaged with the world. But when it comes to curiosity about other people's private lives, consider how much you really need to know. Don't seek out information that you wouldn't ask for face to face. So if you're a slimy scumbucket going behind people's backs and trying to find information, yeah, you're too coward to ask that person full in their face because you know it's none of your business. Mind your business. Consider how much of your private self you are giving away to the overly curious and scale back if necessary. I said this earlier. I was giving too much of myself away. I had nothing to hide. Why should I hide anything? I'm an open book. Yeah, see that? It only causes problems then. You have to keep things private now. Especially if you want to be left alone. In the upright, protect your privacy. Choose carefully what you share in public. 13. Because they use it against you. Like in my situation, they used everything and anything against me. They twisted. You know, it's so, you say something innocently. Oh my God. Look. There's all kinds of connotations attached to it. It's all negative. See, I told you. Kind of reminds me when I went to court for custody over my child. Twisted. Doesn't matter what came out of my mouth. No, you know what I'm saying? 13, isolation. Solitude is a valuable and positive part of life, but isolation is soul draining. Taken too far, solitude becomes loneliness and isolation becomes a habit. If you don't share your thoughts and feelings with others, they echo back and forth inside you until you can't turn them off. Only you can break free of the pattern of isolation if you've made it clear you want to be left alone. Change the signals you're sending out if you want companionship. So if you want companionship now that you've gone through your isolation and you've healed, and you put things in perspective, in the proper perspective, right? People can't read minds, so you're going to have to make it others aware that you're ready to maybe start dating again, or just going out for coffee with friends, or, you know, once a week going out to a play or a movie, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? In the light aspect, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, all solitude or all society. Let the right ones in, and only the right ones. You'll know. At this point, you know. 27. You know, we've been jaded and hurt in the past, and I get that. You're very protective of that. We are sociable creatures. We need family. We need friends, at least, you know, acquaintances to check in on us, especially if you're of an age and you live alone. It's sad to see somebody completely alone and without the help that they need. They've put themselves in a corner after being hurt, so severely hurt. And I'm not putting you down, okay? I know. I get you too. I'm there too. But you have to be open to new friendships as well. Even if it's not knowing one another, you know, like how much money you make, you know, that very, very close, you know, like as if a family member or a best friend. You don't even have to tell your best friend how much money you make. I remember being in a relationship with somebody that never told me how much he made. You know what I'm saying? It's none of your business type of thing. But you can carry on a conversation about current events or your passions or whatever, okay? And you can keep your distance. Compassion. If you've been harmed by someone, your pain and anger are legitimate responses. We just said that, right? But if you find yourself stuck in a wounded place, you can heal your heart by filling it with compassion. So even if you don't want to be around people, and I get it, I'm there too. But I'm also thinking I wouldn't mind volunteering at a vet's and or, you know, a pet emergency center, or, you know, a pound shelter, an animal shelter, walk the dogs, clean the cat cages, feed them, play with them. You're not around other people, although you will get to know certain people that work in that industry. You're around animals, and it brings down your blood pressure. It really does give you back that love. It's unconditional. So you might want to consider doing something like that, or working with babies, volunteering for a NICU just to rock the babies and cuddle them when, you know what I mean, if the parents aren't around while the parents are getting some rest. Anything like that, okay? It might help you. Fill your heart with compassion, exactly, for another. Compassion isn't pity or even forgiveness. It's suffering with, quote unquote, putting yourself in the other person's shoes and imagining what they were going through. Even the very worst people deserve some modicum of compassion. After all, you have to be pretty damaged to want to damage someone else. And the light aspect, having compassion for someone isn't really about them at all. It's about finding peace for yourself and growing beyond, you know what I mean, any kind of pettiness. Pettiness doesn't serve well. It doesn't. It just brings you karma, honestly. I've been petty. Let's be frank about that. I can be petty too. I just like anybody else. I choose not to. The karma, I've had enough. Okay, paid enough. Paid enough karma for other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm done. And you have to. If you're done, if you're in the same boat, you're done. You'll understand what I'm saying when I say I'm done. I'm not gonna do it anymore. So you want to be petty, go ahead and be petty. I'll just allow my spirit team and God to take care of it. Yeah. Wisdom. This is wisdom. High wisdom. Something to do with a younger woman, you or someone else. Past life connection. Somebody's questioning something. Could be an unalive of a younger woman. A past life connection. Somebody was unalived. Their ex, your ex, somebody else's ex. It's over. Boom. 911. Hey. Your ex could have been involved in taking out a younger woman. 911 could be their birthday. Or this is first responders. You might have to call 911. Children are a factor. Somebody else's child here. Cancer is involved. I'm sorry for your loss. This hits home for me right now. I'm going to tell you the truth. My niece, that's her birthday, 9/11. And she is no longer here. Cancer is my sister's sign, her mother. They have done this before and will continue to do so. So somebody's done. It's over. It won't happen again. Look deeper. Something is hidden. Something by springtime is going to happen, or last spring something happened. Emotional outbursts ahead. In Capricorn, you or somebody else, or in Capricorn season, right? It's now. Yeah, we're in Capricorn season. Also, a Gemini's involved. A Capricorn Gemini, you or somebody else. And your prayers have been heard. Congratulations. Make noise out there. If this is your read, you're gonna know. Like I said, only take what applies in your storyline. If it's not making sense, it's not yours. Leave it alone. Don't sit there and go, it's a possibility. It could be. No, leave it alone. It's not yours then, okay? I love you, and until next time, take care.